5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where My Mom's At podcast with Christina P.
Meow. I'm back in Austin, and I'm here on my set. I have a big guest for you today, but before that, let me plug some dates, y'all. September 7th, Brooklyn at the Bell House, and then September 8th, Bauhaus. I know you're going there. That's why I routed it this way. September 9th, Detroit, Michigan at the MGM Grand Detroit. And then September 10th, one night. Oh, no, I canceled that. Sorry, I moved Chicago. So that one is off the board. October 6th and 7th and 8th, Nashville, Tennessee. Jew Dork Titties at Caroline's, November 4th and 5th. And then Biloxi, Mississippi, November 18th. And that is the end of my year. And then I will be announcing a big tour very shortly for the coming year. And I'm super pumped about that. Also, I think I can tell you now, I am selling my own lipstick, finally, after a million years of people asking me, what am I wearing? What am I doing with my life? I have worked with Italy's premier atelier, I don't know how to say that, but literally months and months and months developing this lipstick color, the feel, the brand. It will not dry out your lips. It lasts forever. This is the industrial grade stuff that I wear, and I highly recommend it. It's Christina P's Perfect Red on whmhstudios.com. So get that now, try it out, check it out. And without further ado, fucking so pumped right now, bro. Like, you guys know, first of all, if you know me, you know that I love TikTok. I'm obsessed with TikTok. And this guest today, I've spent so much time with her, scrolling her on the toilet, scrolling her in bed late at night once my children are down. I've fallen in love with her. So have the rest of the world is in love with her too. I'm just gonna give a little tip of the crown. Everybody, put your hands together for the famous Pinky Patel. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Where's my chapstick? I gotta put on my chapstick.
You gotta put on your chapstick.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friends. How's it going?
I mean,
I'm pretty sure people have like group chats the week leading up to the show that they're coming to. Like, is she going to say it? Is she not? What's going to happen? I bet you $10.
Well, can I tell you something so silly? I just got the chills because my favorite thing about your TikToks is the opening. Hello, my friends.
Yeah.
New crown, who dis?
Yeah.
Focus. And
Focus, if you're going to say it.
I know, but I don't want to,
No,
cultural
you're good.
appropriation. I'm gonna get
It's not cultural appropriation.
Okay.
It's appreciation.
It's appreciation.
There you go.
And I, much like a toddler, I need to hear you say the words.
Yes.
Otherwise, I get very, and not that you've never disappointed,
No.
but the expectation of, hello, my friends.
Yeah. I've said other things in the beginning, and then I've had to re-record because I'm like, no, I forgot my hello, my friends. They will lose their ish if I don't say it.
Yeah.
I'm like, these people rely, and then okay, bye at the end.
Okay, bye.
Like if I
And
don't
you're always
say
hurry.
that,
Okay, bye.
yeah, it's a rush because that's how Indians say bye on the phone.
Oh, that's where you got that from.
Yeah, because like we stretch out our goodbyes.
Yeah.
So in person, it'll take for like 45 minutes to say goodbye to leave the
how
house.
funny.
And on the phone, it's the same. They're like, I'm going now. Okay. Okay, bye. And then they, like, it's just that awkward with even my own mom. And she's known me for 42 years. It's
amazing.
so awkward.
So why I brought Pinky on the show, A, I'm obsessed, but B, she's a mom.
Yeah.
She's a mom of 2 kids. You have a 16-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
You live in a regular place,
regular place.
regular things.
I'm PTA.
You're PTA.
I run that shit.
You do?
I do.
Dang, girl.
I know. I'm like, guys, it's time. I need to let you out of the nest. You must handle this yourself now.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I'm in like 2 group chats still.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm the ex-president now, guys. I have to do shows. I can't.
Can I tell you the most stressful part of the school year is the group chats?
Yeah.
And it's because especially if you have more than one child, then it's the constant barrage. Like, well, tomorrow is a half day. Only pack a snack. And you're like, dude, all this stupid thing, like these little things add up.
Stop over communicating.
Oh my
I don't even like to
God.
communicate, and you're overly doing it.
I know. Like, we get it. It's spirit wear on Friday.
Oh,
okay.
God.
I hate kill anybody that decides to change what your kids can wear to school for
Exactly.
one day.
No.
So you're basically, you're like a funny, I'm assuming you're a funny person your whole life. And
Well, your friends tell you.
Yeah.
Right. Your friends tell you, oh my God, you're so hilarious. Like when, get drinks in me, get me high. I'm free game. Like there's no filter. I go in and out, code switching, because I tell stories about my mom all the time.
Code
like
switching?
That. Yeah, that's when people like me can go between accents.
Got you.
So like when I'm speaking English to Indian people, I definitely use the accent because it makes them understand the words better.
Hilarious.
So it's called code switching. I didn't know that until the ticking talks. They taught me so much.
The ticking talks.
The ticking talks. That's what she calls them.
That's the people that listen or watch your talks. The ticking
talks.
Yeah, we call them totally talked or talked-hearted.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I think that's acceptable. You can say
it's not. It's not. But I don't care. I don't give a shit anymore. Cancel me. So you're a funny lady, and may I ask what you did for a living, or do you still?
I was a corporate desk jockey.
Stop.
I did if you think of an Indian person, you think of two professions, doctor or IT.
Yeah.
And I did the IT.
I used to work in immigration law before I became a comedian, and I brought over so many Indian people as software engineers, systems analysts, and a lot of Patels. Patel is a very common name in India. Yeah.
It is.
So you're funny. People at work are like, hey, you're very funny, Pinky. You should be a comedian. Have you heard that? Or just you're silly, you're goofy?
Well, I mean, just like, when your friends tell you look good in an outfit, you're like, all right, I'll trust you. Yeah. But like, they're your friends. They have to be nice to you, Like just the really best friends are the ones that are mean to you.
Yeah.
But everybody else, they're always like, oh my God, you're hilarious. I love it. Like everybody I do an annual ladies night at my house every June. And we're on like the fourth one running. Just gets bigger and bigger. And they're just,
I love
oh my God, Pinky, you're hilarious. But if Stephanie hadn't said, no, you could do this, I would have been like, okay, I'll just be hilarious with my mom group.
So Stephanie is the blessed manager at Chicago Improv. Shout out to Stephanie, who really championed me early on as well. So I have to really shout out to her. And a lot of women in comedy, that's not true, a handful of women in comedy, because there aren't many of us, champion the female comics. And Stephanie is one of those very special people who will encourage you. So, but I'm talking like the first TikTok. Like, how do you work up the courage?
I was pissed off. I was tired. And I say it during my show because it's questions that people have asked. So I kind of cobbled together a story with anecdotes and whatever you're supposed to do for a 75-minute show. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was because I was pissed off. We were literally 2 weeks into the pandemonium, 3 weeks into the quantum leap. These roommates were eating all of my snacks.
So the roommates, for those of you who aren't familiar with her, she refers to her children as roommates, which is so
everybody
cute.
in the house.
It's so funny.
My husband is my forever PP. Because we only get one in our culture. I'm not going back for seconds. I've watched Tinder Swindler. It's not happening.
No, I don't
want
to
like my money way too much. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just because deep down I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
And so that's why
Most
I call my
comedians
roommates. Yeah. And I did it because it would piss my husband off. He's like, I'm not your roommate. I'm your husband. And I'm like, yeah, but it's hilarious on social media. He would get mad. Yeah. Now he owns it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could either be roommate number one or forever PP. Pick your poison. I'm not saying your name.
No.
Right. So when we're fighting, he's roommate number one. Yeah. And when we're not, he's forever PP. And it works out.
It. So you're angry, and that's the first time. So what were you angry about?
I bought grapes.
Yeah.
And because I'm trying to do better.
Yeah.
By
we all are.
The roommates, the younger ones. Okay, this is done.
Yeah.
Let's focus on them. Yeah. Make them healthy so they can rule the world and be president or some shit like that. Yeah. But the grapes. I don't know if you clean your own grapes since you're so famous, but
oh God, I can remember
us normal people
worst.
When we clean grapes. There's this little branch that stays on the grape. The little tiny branch. It comes off the big branch.
I remember.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait, do they come cut in half?
Focus.
Or your
No.
housekeeper does
You have
that?
to cut them in half yourself.
Oh, they don't come in Tupperware
It's people
clean?
like me that cut them in half for your children.
There's no Indians in Austin. Let's be honest.
Are you kidding me? There's so many Indians in Austin.
Well, they're in their food. Nobody's representing.
They aren't, but they need to get on it.
They need to get on it because I've been looking for flavor.
There's one in the Domain. It's called Indian Street Food.
I know.
I liked it.
Was it good?
It's endorsed by an Indian.
Okay.
So
okay. You got it, Pinky. So you're mad about the grapes
because I paid. Okay. I shop at Walmart. Okay,
Walmart.
I got Walmart budget. And so when I see organic grapes at Walmart, I'm like, okay, let's try it. Make it. It's not organic. Okay, it's Walmart. Nothing's
It's
organic.
nothing.
There.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
And so I get them home, and I'm doing my due diligence, and it takes 45 minutes to clean these organic fucking grapes. And I'm like, half the grape comes with it
because there's dirt and stuff, or like
it's Walmart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
I mean,
horrible.
you take the small branch off, and then half the grape comes with it. I'm like, I just paid $6.99 a pound. I'm cheap as fuck. I don't. Now it's down the drain. It's down the drain.
I know.
I could be napping in that 45 minutes.
I know, and
that's what made me mad.
And by the way, I would rather buy Target grape because I actually don't mind the produce at Target. They've got a lot of really good items there.
I can't shop there. I spend too much.
Yeah, I know. Everybody does.
Yeah,
That's how they get you.
I'm allowed only to go there once every 5 years.
Yeah. So hold on. So were your children on TikTok? And so you literally just were like, "There's this new platform. I'm gonna get on there."
My best friend Melissa. So I was complaining to her about these guys are pissing me off. Even the fucking dog is pissing me off.
Yeah.
Like he was worse than Stacy from HR, following me around, making sure I'm doing my job. And I was like, I got it, Nacho. I'm making us money. Don't worry. Right. And then Melissa, my best friend, she's like, turn the camera on and just pretend it's me. Because at work, I would complain to her about home. And at home, I complain about her. That's work-life balance.
Yes.
Again, you wouldn't know about a 9 to 5. But
I used to. Back when I worked.
That's what we do. That's what us peons do.
What was that like? Having to regulate how you speak to people?
We do. Yeah.
Terrible.
And she's like, Pinky, just send them to me. She didn't think that I would be sending so many.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks later, she's like, maybe you should take some of these and post them on the social media.
So we have your friend to thank for Hello My Friends.
When I told her I was coming here, because she loves you and Tom as well. She's like crying. She's like, you're going to not be my best friend anymore. I'm like, I think Christina P has enough best friends. Okay, she doesn't need me. She does not need Curry in her life.
No way. I do. You know, I love curry. My half my family are curry eaters. My step family. My stepdad, he's dead now, but my 3 stepsisters are
so you know
curry
more than just the butter chicken. So
I think so. Oh, that's not even real. I feel like nobody eats that. Like in Indian, at least in our house, it was like straight up curries every day. Or
that's what it needs to be.
Aloo gobi, a lot of that.
Yeah. And they love their cauliflower and potatoes.
Oh, and mango chutney, curry mango chutney. He would eat a lot of that. Okay, Pocus. We need to Pocus together.
So she did. So she encouraged me to post, and I said to her, I was like, Melissa, I don't want to put myself out there. I was always the person behind the camera, right? Like the mommy taking the picture.
Yeah.
And she's like, just do it. It's hilarious. Even if it's just 3 people. I was like, what if nobody likes me? And she's like, Pinky, nobody likes you now anyways. And I'm like, it's not my fault. I have to tell Brenda that she's a fucking twat waffle because she didn't charge her laptop last night.
Twat waffle's my favorite.
And she's like,
I love twat waffle. That one makes me LOL. So then how did Hello My Friends come? And you have to understand what's great about Pinky is it's a whole thing. So she has her crown on.
Yeah.
And her opening phrase is Hello My Friends. It's the chapstick. And then you have you have a whole thing.
I say welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel.
That was by accident because I was watching so much YouTube. Like everybody, right? These past 2 years, we're just so immersed in social media.
Yes.
And I got confused in my head. And so when I started recording these for TikTok, I was like, oh, I'm supposed to say welcome back to my channel. No, there's a channel on the YouTubes. How come not here?
Yeah.
So my wires got crossed. Oh. And then that's how it came about. And now it is what it is.
It's stuck. And then Hello My Friends, did you figure out that people liked it and that's why you stuck to it? Because you're just like, oh, people like this that I'm.
Well,
how did you figure that out?
I was watching other people, obviously, just like you just scroll through your FYP.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, these people have a consistent thing. Like, and one of the social media people that I follow, managers, they were like, you need something within the first 3 seconds to grab your audience. And so this was like before the crowns, because the crowns came after. And I was like, what can I say that's still, and then I thought of my mom, because I always think of what would she say in a situation like this. And then Hello My Friends.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
and now I think the last time I checked, you were up to 5 million TikTok followers, which is freaking crazy. Because when I started to follow you, maybe you were like 1 million or you were just broken in. I was like, this chick's going to be huge. This is crazy.
Surprise!
I know, it's so great. And so now you do live shows and you do your live show and people can come see you for real and they wear their crowns, which is so adorable.
They do. I like, even they'll get their husbands to wear crowns.
Hilarious.
And then the husbands will come up to me like at the meet and greet after, like if they got that, and they'll be like, oh my God, I love you. This is so much better than your videos. I'm like, yeah, I know. Thank you, Peter.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you too, because, I'm a TikTok creator as well.
Are you?
And
I've seen your videos.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Pinky. I mean, we work differently, you and I.
It's fine. They're great. I love them.
And
Guys, I'm a mom. I know how to do this, okay?
I just feel like, every time I put something up, I get flagged. I violate community guidelines. I don't mean to. I'm just being my a-hole self.
But you need to Ned Flanders everything, right? That's
So
where downstairs
explain this.
kitty cat came from.
Yeah.
That's where I say pee and I know how to say penis.
Yeah.
But it just, they flag that stuff,
So then, but here's my question to you is that, so then when you're like that on your social media and then when people come see you live, are they like, whoa, she's filthy? Because like I'm and I don't want to like create an expectation of me being Ned Flanders and you show up and you're going to be like, this girl's out of her mind.
No, I mean, I say those catchphrases on stage. Like I still, like sometimes I'll throw in, vagine or whatever, but I stick to it because it makes me giggle in my head.
Yeah, it's silly.
And so I keep saying it. So it kind of, I tie the two together.
Gotcha.
What I make in content versus what I say on stage, I kind of use my catchphrases, all that stuff.
Yes, because as a student of social media, I'm really starting to learn that it's so funny because like I'll post what I think is really LOL funny. Like, Nadav, go ahead and go to my Instagram, please.
Oh gosh, let's go to one of her reels.
This got half a milli views, and it's literally just this twat waffle, as you would say, explaining why the word feminine products is considered it's that whole. But let me set it up a little bit because it's not that I'm transphobic. I am arrogant twat phobic. I don't need to be Gen Z splained.
No.
I understand. I get it. Like I want trans people who menstruate to feel comfortable in the world.
Yeah.
But the way this twat waffle went about it, I was like, shut the F up.
Yeah.
So this is what I go ahead, play this for Pinky. I want you to tell me what I did wrong.
Incorrect sign, a very wrong sign. A feminine care aisle. Let's talk about it again. How not all women are menstruators and not all menstruators are women. And no, the term menstruators isn't meant to simplify cis women into just having a period. It's really about simply using more inclusive language to talk about periods and those who experience
Exhausted.
them.
Okay, so I can't even listen to it. Stop.
Wait, I don't understand why this got flagged. You're not even saying anything.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you. This episode is brought to you by Adam and Eve. Oh my. Go to adamandeve.com and get 50% off almost any one item and free shipping when you enter code WMMA at checkout. Definitely check out their signature product. It's called Breathless. You can get Breathless for 50% off with my code WMMA as an exclusive Where My Mom's At promotion. I can't even tell you what Breathless is because it's just that racy. But let me tell you, it is steamy and it's worth it. I love adamandeve.com. As somebody that's been with the same dude for 17 years, I have frequented this website so many times. Why don't you buy a nice little something special to spice up the old marriage? Why don't you get yourself a little cock ring action? How about a very exciting new vibrating cock ring? What? Did I say that? I did. Go to adamandeve.com right now and use code WMMA 50% off just about any item, including the new toy Breathless. That's code WMMA for 50% off almost any one item and free shipping. Somehow the summer is already ending, and that means busy season, back to school and regular life. Chaos is coming our way. One way to make your life easier, Little Spoon. Little Spoon is a one-stop shop for healthy, easy mealtime and snack time for your baby, toddler, and big kid delivered right to your door. All of their recipes taste insanely delicious. They're nutritionally balanced and free of junk, helping to set your little one up for a lifetime of health. And seriously, I've tried everything they've sent me, and it's so delicious. The toddler and kids foods, they have classics like mac and cheese, but of course with like hidden butternut squash and carrots. They don't even know what they're eating, that it's good for them. And the most adventurous meals like chicken pot stickers, stuff you would never make at home, but that your kid love. Your kid will love it, and they're packed with nutrients. The best part is the price is right. With kids' meals under $6 and baby food and smoothie snacks under $3, it makes trying Little Spoon easy. Make this year's chaos a little more manageable with time-saving, delicious, healthy meals and snacks you can feel good about. Enter code WMMA at checkout to get 50% off your first Little Spoon order. That's 50% off your first Little Spoon order with the code WMMA at checkout.
You know what you need to do? Listen, Christina P, I've been told this my whole life, okay?
Yeah.
I have serious RBF.
Yeah.
And I've been told to
What's
fix
RBF?
it's resting bitch face.
Yeah, me too.
And I've been told in
Yeah.
corporate meetings, like my friend across, like Melissa, she will text and she'll be like, Pinky, fix your face right now. And I'm
Okay.
like, oh shit.
Okay.
You need to fix your face.
So if I were to smile and
Yes.
dump the potato chip, it wouldn't get flagged.
You wouldn't get flagged.
Can I tell you, I think you're onto something here. So that video, even though it got 500,000 views on the gram, I lost like 400 followers that day. People
But that's cleaning up the garbage.
Yeah.
You're getting rid of the people that don't support your views. That's how I see it. That's why I don't go crazy when the Instagramming's like, oh, you've lost followers. I'm like, oh, because I didn't fucking care if I
Yeah.
had them in the beginning.
Yeah,
Like,
samesies. Like it comes back, but I'm like, what an interesting dichotomy that the things that get me the most views, I will lose the audience a little bit.
you usually do.
And what's interesting is because that's quote a negative talk, right?
Yeah.
That's me, like you said, resting bitch face.
Yeah.
However, if I were to be like happy, everything's great,
Yeah.
then I get by, and then I probably
Right.
wouldn't lose as many
It's
followers.
because people thought that you were making fun of her.
Which I was. Yeah, I
yeah. I
was.
mean, but like you need to be a little bit more subtle about it.
Okay,
I
so
would have made
see,
fun of her
this-
too.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I would have asked my stupid questions.
Yes,
Be like,
that's how you do it. I know.
I asked
I've been
this
studying you because what you do, and this is why.
getting scary.
Yeah, this is why you're brilliant. I've been studying your shit because I'm like, how is she like? Because you'll play a ridiculous video of somebody
Every time.
being a total weird beard, and then
Yeah.
what you do, what's brilliant about you, because I'll be like, what the fuck is this guy saying? Is he retarded? And then you'll be like, hello, my friends. I mean, this guy's wearing sneakers. Who wears sneakers anymore? I mean, you know what I mean? Like you always choose the thing
Yeah.
that's like not on the radar.
Well, like I didn't post it yet, so you'll see it. I'll probably post it tonight. But there was this woman, and she asked, "Hey, ladies, do you guys have white things in your hair downstairs?" And I was like, "Girl, first of all, I got questions here.
Yeah,
like
you always say that. I
and
have questions.
First of all, what are you doing? Why?
Yeah.
It's called lice. Get a lice comb. Second of
Yeah.
all, you have confetti coming out of your coochie. I don't have that. How
But
do
you
I
can
get that?
say that on TikTok. I will get
yeah,
but I will
confetti
get
in my downstairs kitty cat.
confetti's sillier. I
Yeah.
agree. Versus like bitch you nasty.
Yeah.
Which is where I go.
Which,
Like,
but then
insulting.
like people in my
Yeah.
comments handle it. That's where I leave it. So like if somebody like leaves a hate comment, I will pin it so it's at the top. And then all my followers go after this guy. Like they're like, you're in the wrong chat. You're in the wrong video. You don't even know why you're here.
I love it.
It's amazing. I learned to do that a long time ago because somebody had the audacity to comment, "You guys know this is not a real accent. She's not even really Indian."
Oh, stop.
And I pinned it because I'm like, I'm done explaining what code switching is. You guys clearly don't know, and you
Yeah.
don't want to learn, even though you have a computer in your fucking hand, right?
But tell the audience what code switching is because I did not know either.
It's
you said
when
it we were
you've
off
been
mic.
raised with somebody who speaks in your native accent.
Yeah.
And so when I speak to Indian people,
Yeah.
I use the accent, like I speak English with an Indian accent. That's why I was the IT help at my jobs.
You were?
They're like, "Hey, Pinky, can you call the help desk? Because I
Hilarious.
have a problem with my computer." I'm like, "How much money am I getting?" Because they keep asking me where I'm from, and I'm like, and I'm a douche canoe, so I'm always like Connecticut.
Douche canoe.
But they're like asking where in India I'm
Love
from.
that
I'm
word.
like Connecticut. Like I keep saying Connecticut, and they're just like, "No."
They're like, we know you're not.
But I get my problems fixed because
Yeah.
they're like Indian, and I'm like
Indian.
Indian, you know.
Yeah, I guess I'm a code switcher with Hungarian stuff.
Yeah,
because
but
I
you can only do it with your own
peeps,
nationality.
yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
otherwise, you know,
people go
appropriation.
fucking really nutty.
Like, oh my god.
Ew.
I know, I can't get canceled. I still have a long way to go.
I know, and that's
I'm supposed to be the Indian Betty White here. I'm living till I'm 100.
Well, it is special. I think you're very special in that there's not a lot of women in comedy, and B, if you are of a different background, it's amazing. Like I'm friends with Ali Wong, who is a genius, and you're like, I mean, people bring up that she's Asian all the time. I'm like, yeah, but she's
And she's
amazing.
more than that.
Yeah,
she's
and-
more than that.
But I think the novelty of it is so like, oh my God. And you're like, well, cool, good. Maybe you're going to inspire some younger girl to do a similar thing.
Yeah.
And like you just have to see it to believe it. Sometimes not, but it does help to see it. And then you're like, I can do that too. Oh, that's so cool. But I wanted to bring you on because I think there's a lot of moms listening to this or anybody, a lot of actually 20-year-old men who listen to this program.
Yeah,
too.
I know.
It's so weird.
I've heard some of the questions. I'm like, that's not. What is that?
Yes. Who am I fooling? No moms listen to this show.
They're too busy right now napping.
I mean, they're too busy surviving.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's summertime, so.
Oh my God, everybody's tortured. I know. Is that I want everybody like to realize, because I think people, when you become successful, tend to think of you as not a person, and they put you on a pedestal, and they don't realize that it takes. At one point, you were just a regular lady in a corporate world, and one day you were brave enough to put yourself out there, and to consistently do it, and to just go, you know what, F all the haters. I'm going to get hate. And it's, I would argue, scarier coming up in the time of now, because at least when I've been to stand up for 20 years, and at least the first half of that time, I didn't know exactly who hated me all the time. Yeah. Now, to be creative, it is heartbreakingly, you have to be so much stronger even now to be like, here's my video, and then not read the comments, or read the comments and deal with the agony. I mean, how did you even, so for somebody listening, how do you get past that?
Well,
the hate.
A lot of people don't know. I used to have postpartum depression.
Yeah, me too.
After my first child.
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I've been super like vigilant, if you will, in regards to this new thing that hobby that I've taken on, which that's what it turned out as, right?
What do you mean vigilant?
In making sure that I don't get too sucked into the comments.
Yeah.
So like when I post a video, unless it's like a tour poster, tour graphic or something, I won't go back and answer like I will maybe within the first hour, 2 hours of posting, I will go and like comments, reply, and in a way to like, you know, engage with my followers and stuff.
Yeah,
but after that, I can't, because I try to post like 2, 3, sometimes 5 videos a day, and that's a lot to keep up with.
Wait a minute. That's how much you post?
In the beginning, I was posting 5 videos a day. So from the time I would get off at work at 4 to 9 p.m., I would post every hour a video. And then with everything else that started happening, I had to like cut back. But I always, when I'm at home, when I'm in my vagina cave, I'm sitting there. It is what it is, guys.
I know.
I'm sitting there.
Because that's where you report from. I love
do not call it a mom cave. I hate when people call it a mom cave. I'm like, listen, the only thing a mom, a businesswoman, a social media person, a stand-up comedian, the only thing we all have in common is a vagina.
I know.
So it's called a vagina cave. I know. And if I'm ever on TV, it's called the glam cave.
Yeah.
So I have a PC term.
It's like basically your kid's playroom, which is so funny, because there's like a dollhouse behind you, or like whatever rando stuff. You're like, hey guys, what's up? I'm reporting you
and
from
it's
my
so messy
basement.
back there. I refuse to clean it.
No.
The crowns are piled up real high. Everybody's like, oh my God, you need to like take care of those crowns. I'm like, I have crazy glue. It's fine.
Yeah, and they're probably, exactly. They're not real, guys. She didn't buy these from like Tiffany's. Yeah. So
maybe one day I can.
Hold on. So I'm trying to take.
Sorry, Pocus.
I'm trying to get Pocus, exactly, Pren. I need to get my advice from you on how to become. I want 5 million followers. So what do I do? Tell me. So you're posting 5 times a day. First of all, I've only been 1 a day.
Yeah.
You need to up. I need to up that.
You need to up that.
I need to smile more.
No, I don't smile.
But you're saying nicer. I should play nicer.
Yeah.
Don't insult the people I'm referring to.
But like gently insult them. Like ask the
insult.
questions, right? Like I only come up with these questions because I have mental instability, right?
Same.
And so that's why you could come up with these questions, and that's
true.
why, and you should use that to your advantage.
I know. And like here's my deal though, is that it's like the last. You know, it's hard to understand that you are mentally ill, and then sometimes I'm like, is that too mental?
No.
Can I always worry?
No.
Especially on social media.
It's social media. Nothing is too mental.
Well, because on a podcast,
you have people jumping off of rooftops, and that's not flagged as violent behavior.
I know.
Nothing is mental. No.
I know. There's like teenage girls showing their meows, and you guys are flagging me for inappropriate. Like,
I think you're getting hate speech.
That's hate speech.
They're hating
Get your
on you.
life. Yeah.
I know.
Okay. So I need to up my output, positive energy. What else? What am I missing? I need a look. I think I can do that.
You have a look.
I
Your
feel
lipstick.
a look. My lipstick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's your look.
What else? What am I doing wrong?
No, you're not doing anything wrong.
Okay.
You're not.
Okay.
You're not. You just, like I said, you can't be outwardly
mean.
RBF. Yeah. You gotta it has to be like a subtle mean.
Yeah.
Subtle.
What do you think that is? Do you think is that the bots? What is that? Why can't you be normal.
It's
Like,
why can't you be yourself on social media?
Yeah, exactly. Like, no,
Have you been on social media?
No, I
That's
know.
what it's all about.
You're right. I guess I'm very naive in that stand-up you get and podcasting, I get rewarded for being very transparent. That's what I'm good at. I'm not a bullshitter. So I think
you
it's
can
what's hard
be transparent
Okay.
on social media. It's the way you go about it, right? And like that's why like all the questions I ask, they are truly questions that I have.
wanna know.
And it's because I want to know, and they end up just being hilarious because everybody else who follows me wants to know those same
they're like,
answers, but they're terrified of asking that question. They don't want to, like with that video, I probably would have asked for them to clarify the difference between cisgender and this, and I would have just gone ham because I'm trying to learn, right? I want to do better by my kids. So if this happens with them, I'm not like, I don't know what that is, you're canceled, right? Like I can't cancel them because they're like, I feel like a girl. I'd be like, dude, let's figure this shit out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll help you, but
Yeah.
I need to understand it.
Well,
right?
and that's a good lane. And be like, is this girl the encyclopedia? Should we appoint her the queen of the gender things? Is she going to be the oracle?
There you
Because
go.
I don't know. I go, and then I don't. Okay, I got you. I see. This is why.
You got to make yourself. You got to make yourself humble, right? And then with the douche canoes, you got to be an asshole. Like be.
Yes.
So like with that one, if you would like come off as like, oh my god, is she the person that we're supposed to ask questions and teach us?
Help me,
It
a
would have been
wise one.
different.
Got you. Because the douche canoes are my favorite. Like there was one video that was circulating on TikTok that you covered, where this total
pregnancy on the
douche
outside?
waffle.
Was
No.
it that one?
It was the guy who was like, "Girls, tell me what does sex really feel like?"
That's
And you were
that's
like,
my first video that went viral.
Oh, is that?
That was my first video that went viral. He had dreadlocks on, and he
Yeah.
just had this goofy look on his face. He reminded me of a cartoon character, and I call that lazy posting, when they like just sit there and
Yeah.
then they have text over them. And I'm like, now I have to do work. You're supposed to entertain me. This is supposed to be free entertainment.
Yeah.
I got to pause and read this shit now.
Yeah.
Like, what the
Yeah.
hell are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
And I just went because I was like, why is this a taboo subject? I need to feel that other women go through this fucking, slip and slide afterwards, this tuck and roll, all that stuff.
Yeah. I see. Wow.
It's because I was traumatized.
You were trying, yeah. It was, and it was also like such a self-serving. It was like a young guy being like, "What does sex feel like,
It's like,
ladies?"
go ask your lady friend.
Yeah, he was like fishing for horniness.
Yes.
Like it was a way for girls to be like, "Oh my god, it feels amazing," and your dick feels amazing, and you're like,
It doesn't.
gross.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Like,
you're so
wrong hole.
Yeah.
That's exit only. How about you try the middle? What the fuck are you doing? Turn the lights on, but just point them there.
And especially for a kid his age.
Yeah.
Like he was 12
He
years
should know
old.
more
like,
than me about sex at that point. Like I didn't learn about sex until my wedding night. And so
Oh boy, you just opened up the best topic ever. So let's
No.
get into it. So you and we're not even both first generation American. You moved here 3, I moved here pretty much same 3, 4. You were born in India. What
Yep.
part can I say where you're from?
no, I was born in Gujarat, India.
Okay.
So northwest side.
I was born the same, Canada. It's
cool.
similar.
Yeah.
Windsor, Ontario is pretty dicey too.
Pretty
It's
dicey.
across from Detroit. It's not nice. It's not nice. So you come here and your parents are married still?
Yeah, they were married. They came here. My mom was pregnant with my younger brother.
Oh my
So they hid that
gosh.
because, you couldn't be pregnant when you came here.
Yeah.
So luckily she wasn't showing because she was so tiny back then. And we moved to where my aunt was because you go to where your family is, right?
Obviously,
You know,
yes,
just
that's what we
like
did.
cold call Texas and
Yeah.
I'm going to move to Austin. No,
Yeah.
you need to know somebody there.
Well, that's how you that's how you get brought over is you have to have family
Right. They have to
established.
sponsor you and all that kind of stuff. We lived with them for a while, a couple of months, and then, my parents did the whole double job situation. And we finally moved into an apartment, and all in the 80s and 90s, which is why, I kind of, when people ask me, oh, who are your favorite comedians? I tend to say, like Margaret Cho, Christina P, or Ali Wong.
I grew up
'cause
on all that.
I relate to you guys, right?
Yeah.
I never did the dating scene. So like, I like Eliza, but I can't relate to her because I never like.
But meaning, were you in an arranged marriage or just this
No.
is your first?
This was love marriage.
I love that.
It was a love marriage.
I love the love marriage. This is the Indian matchmaker.
Yeah.
Were you watching her? I'm
love
obsessed. I'm obsessed with her.
I know. So I can't
love
even
the
like
show.
bitch about it, right? Because it's love marriage. So it's like make my
This
bed.
is my stepdad used to do all the time. This move. Okay, so this is your love match, and how did you meet your love match?
I met him on Napster. No joke.
How?
I'm not lying. So I was
Napster. I didn't know you could even talk to people on
girl.
Napster.
Let me explain it all. So I was at UConn, and it was right after winter break, sophomore year. So I'm moving back.
You went to the University of Connecticut? You're
did.
smart.
No,
Yeah,
because I
that's
transferred out.
Wait, isn't that like
It is a smart school.
That's
yeah.
a smart kid's. So
Yeah.
hold on. I mean, back that ass up. Like
No, just like tops.
you're such a good Indian girl. Like did you get straight A's? Like you were going to be a doctor or a lawyer, right?
I was going to
doctor,
be
software engineer. Sorry.
Yeah, something. I had that checklist that
Yeah.
they gave me, and so I was following that checklist to a T,
Yeah.
not getting celebrated at all for accomplishing all of it that I was supposed to. And then when this came, did a complete 360, like complete people that I grew up with. They're like, Pinky, you're on stage now. Like I used to have terrible stage fright.
Yeah.
Terrible stage fright because they would force me into these like choreographed Bollywood dances for Diwali parties and Indian receptions and stuff. And I'm like, put me in the back. Put me in if I go left and you go right, I'm dead. I will die on stage. I cannot do this.
But are you like, for people listening, I want you to pay attention to what she just said. Like you're not born being a certain way. And I wasn't born being able to tell jokes in front of people. What happens is you just push through your fear and you get up and you do it again and you do it again and you do it again until you beat the fear out of yourself.
Yeah.
You become inhuman because it's very scary, but you just get up and you do it again and you do it again
And again.
and rinse and repeat until
wanna
you
keep
get better.
going.
Yeah. So
Now it's like a high.
now it's isn't it
Yeah.
the best when you get through it and you've done
Like,
well?
will I
and-
have nervous diarrhea up until I get
Oh,
on
I
stage?
did.
Absolutely. I couldn't eat. I did not eat anything before I came here.
saying-
I was
oh,
like,
yeah.
God forbid, I have bubble gut. It's not going to happen. You know.
I had diarrhea for 7 years. My first 7 years in stand-up. When I knew I had a show that night, I would wake up and I would shit all day.
Yeah.
I would shit up until I went on stage.
Yep.
And then I would be empty when
Yeah.
I was done. And I would just smoke cigarettes because I couldn't eat all day.
Yep. I mean, minus the cigarettes.
Yeah. So you got good grades. You're going to be a good Indian girl.
Yep.
And
I was.
you're-
Although I was dirty in secret. So like back then, you couldn't be dirty in public like you can now.
meaning dirty, like sexual, like you were hooking up.
Oh, I would go into the Yahoo chat rooms and I would find the dirty ones, and people don't know this, so surprise.
Guys, are there archives of Pinky Patel talking dirty in Yahoo Messenger?
No, and it was I was like looking back, I'm like, there was this cringiest thing that I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
Like so
Like what
secondhand embarrassment.
you were like horny talking with
yeah, I'm
dudes?
like, what's going on? What are you wearing? What's happening? Are you yanking that meat? Like, just, like so bad.
And now you're like, hello, my friends.
Yeah.
This is so funny.
Yeah, so bad.
And did
so
your
bad.
parents? I guess they didn't know how to like check the history of.
No,
Yeah.
which my kids are screwed
Oh,
because
yeah.
I'm definitely smarter than grandma. Okay,
Yeah.
so like, Ushaba ain't got shit on me.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
So they didn't know, and I would get the literature books from the library.
Yeah.
And I would read. It is what it is. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
would take the covers off because it would be
Yeah.
hardcover, right?
Yeah.
So I could carry the books around.
So smart.
And I would wear jeans back then, so there was a hard seam in the middle.
And then that was fun
yeah,
to sit
that's,
down.
that's
yeah.
why we were happier back then. We wore jeans.
Yeah, I think
like
so
literally
too.
jeans.
Yeah. So you were a horny young lady, and then you met your husband.
I was stealing music from him.
Okay.
On Napster because I was setting up, getting ready.
So
for
many crimes, sex.
So many crimes.
Napster.
Oh God.
Yeah. You could not be a doctor
No,
or a
I
software
could not,
engineer. No.
or a politician. Well, I mean, I could be a politician, but anyway.
So you're stealing music from him.
And he messages me on Napster. He's like, "Why are you stealing my music?" And I was like, "Oh my God, stranger danger! I'm not going to talk to him.
Yeah.
We talk on AOL IM, okay? We did not talk on
Yeah.
Napster chat. Like, what is this? I didn't even know." And everybody I tell, they're like, "I didn't even know you could chat on it. Surprise!" And so I was like, "Listen," and he kept texting, like he kept sending messages, and then he must have left work because it was his work computer. I was like, all right, red flags. He's not even working when he's supposed to work. Like, this is not happening. And long story short, I ended up having a chat with him open and a chat with my best friend Erin open. And I was like, Erin, what am I supposed to talk to him about? And she's telling me what to say. And so I'm telling him what she says because I'd never like he was the first boy I've ever talked to.
Besides the dirty talking.
Besides the dirty talking, like, you know, trying to hook up, like, that wasn't serious. That was just me trying to figure out what I like, right?
This is so cute. Wait, so did you even know what he looked like at that point?
he sent me a picture of what he looked like Thursday night, because on Wednesday before, Erin's like, ask him what he's doing this weekend. And I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't know. And she's like, oh my God, ask him to come visit you. And I was like, you should come visit me. And he's like, okay. And I was like, fuck, Erin, what did you do? He's coming to visit me. I'm not ready. I look like a boy right now. I have a stash. What is happening? Like, I wanted to kill her. I wanted to go to the dorm room. I was like, you wait until crew practice tomorrow morning. I'm going to kill you.
And this is before you knew what he looked like. So he could be a total troll.
Yeah. So he sent me a picture Thursday. I sent him a picture Thursday. And then he called me. He's like, I figured it'd be nice to hear your voice. And I kept giggling because I was so nervous. I couldn't stop giggling. And then for the longest time, we would tell people, because this was before online dating was a thing, right?
Yeah, you can say
when
that
people
right
asked us, how did you meet? We would say, oh, we met at the airport. Because that's when I first saw him, was at Bradley Airport in Hartford.
Oh, so technically.
I wasn't lying.
Yeah.
So,
that's so cute. And then did you...
I still have his music that I stole.
Oh, do you remember what you stole?
No.
What was it?
No.
Oh, Justin Timberlake?
I think, no, it was like some reggae stuff. Like Bob Marley shit. And I was just,
so random.
And that's what got him. He was like, oh my God, you like reggae too. I was like, oh my God, you're weird. Stop texting me. Like, I have to go to lunch with my friends.
Yeah.
So, and then I moved him onto AOL, those 4 days, those 3 days in the middle, we were chatting on AOL. I was like, okay, this is what normal people do.
Yeah.
Okay. Forever.
And then did you guys hook up before you got married, or you waited until?
I think we did, but like, it's kind of blurry. Okay. So.
No, you guys waited. Sorry,
Yeah,
that's
we
what I mean.
totally
Your parents
waited.
are listening, so yeah. And what does he think of your 5 million followers on TikTok?
He kind of lost his mind when I got to that 1 million mark. He was like, oh shit, this is serious now. Like, we need to actually do stuff. I was like, I'm already doing stuff. I got a merch shop. I don't know what you mean do more stuff. Like, I was ready to just be okay with doing that part, just doing that influencer life, but still having my home life and doing that 9-to-5 job. And then it just blew up.
Quit that job. No,
I did.
Yeah.
I did in February of this year.
Fuck yeah.
I need to get it tattooed on me. February 17th is when I quit.
Don't you love that?
Yeah, I will remember it forever. Which is also one of my close friends' birthday, so it kind of works out because I couldn't remember before, and so I was like, I felt bad every time. I was like, but now it's like double meaning. So like tattooed on my forehead or something.
That's great. I dropped out of law school. Because I thought I should be a lawyer because of my immigrant parents, and it wasn't my dream. It was my mom's dream. Mm-hmm. So I lasted 2 whole weeks in law school, and it cost $16,000.
For 2 weeks?
Just in case you're wondering how much
do it.
2 weeks of law school is.
Don't do it.
And this was like in 2000.
Yeah, so now it's like 30,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember I had the bill up on my refrigerator for years. I was like, I'm just paying this shit back monthly. And then eventually I got a huge check from like a stand-up gig, and I paid it all off. And I was like, and that took, 7 years. And I was like, this is it. I paid back that with my show business money, and I was like, I did it. I did the right thing. And that was the last time I betrayed myself, really, where you're like, this is who I think I should be. It's not who I am. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm a weirdo. I'm cray cray, and I will be profoundly unhappy if I were to do the thing that I'm supposed to do and not what I really want to do. But it's scary to do what you want to do. It's
for
scary.
sure. I didn't even know I wanted to do this. It just happened. It was a happy happenstance.
That is so funny. I fucking, that's so cool. I love these stories, I think, because it's like, I think everybody secretly wants to blow up on social media, and then people don't realize, like, but like anything else, it actually takes, it's a specific skill set.
But you have to have a skill, first of all.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just, like, it annoys me when I watch other people's videos, and then one of the hashtags they'll use is hashtag viral. I'm like, you don't determine viral. I don't think you know this. This is like me writing. Yeah, and it's like me writing hashtag relatable on my caption. Like, I don't determine it's relatable. You guys determine it. You know what I mean? And I just like, did it go viral? It's not going that well. You only got 10,000 likes. I don't think this is where you thought you would go. But yeah, you have to just take that plunge.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Are you ever worried that TikTok will dethrone you? Because they do just take away. I've noticed too people's accounts, and you're like, oh my God, why?
They did that early on.
What?
So I had just gotten to 2 million, and it was May last year, and I had just come back from this like TikTok trip I took. I took a chance. I met some new friends, went to Naples, came back. I was like, these people, mixture, right? Some were amazing. Others, I was like, why did I do this? But now I learned, right? Now I'm like, no, thank you. I don't want that anymore for my life. From then on, I was like, do not call me an influencer. I am not. I'm just a content creator. I will take that title. And I come back and we're in this group chat. They're like, Pinky, how come I can't get to your account? And I was like, what do you mean? I was just on my TikTok an hour before, and I put my phone down because I was in a meeting, trying to be respectful, still at work. And I go back in, and I had just signed with Viral Nation, the brand agency. And so I told her, like, while we were talking back and forth, I was like, listen, I'm going to be straight up. I've been getting reported a lot, and we're to the point where I can't post anything. And when you can't post, you don't make money. And so it was stressing me out because I'm trying to make this life work, right?
Yeah,
this is before stand-up comedy.
For those of you who don't know, what TikTok will do is if you violate enough community guidelines, they take away your right to post for a whole week. They put you in TikTok prison, and I've been in jail for a few
They start
times.
off small. Like, they start off with, hey, you're on a 24-hour posting ban. It's like, okay, fine.
I didn't even get that. I got the full week.
Oh, damn, girl. Damn. They're like, we know this chick.
Yeah, I was just fucking dummy. Okay, so sorry. So you got 24-hour ban.
Right.
first.
And so I was getting banned, right? And then somebody, I don't know who it was. It could have been somebody who was harassing me the week before on a video. Like, they had commented, and I just had happened to see their comments. It was an Indian person, and she was like, you know, you're not doing anything for our community. You're mimicking the accent. I'm like, I'm mimicking my mom. I've said that. Go back to a couple videos. My mom, I have the right to make fun of her if I fucking want to. Okay, she's my mom.
People are such idiots.
I went through that trauma. You did not. Okay, so let me own it and let me not pay for therapy and make videos right now.
Of course. So stupid. People are so stupid.
Yeah,
so jealous.
She like reported every single video, and because I got mass reported, my account was taken down. And so I'm like, now I'm on Instagram. I'm emailing these people. My brand agent Alicia, she contacts whoever she knows, and she gets it back. And that terrified me so much because, again, it was before the comedy, and I was trying to make this influencer lifestyle work for me, fit into our family. And I was like, if I can't post brand deals, and last summer was horrendous. I got, like, all summer was reported every week. And the bans went from the first one starting at 24 hours to the last one was 2 weeks. And
Jesus.
My theory is because it was one of the people that was on that trip with me who was jealous because like I don't look like an LA influencer. I look like a fucking potato, you know, with a crown on. And she's like, how does this person have so many followers versus I don't? And I'm like, it's because I'm not fucking just doing thirst trap videos. I'm actually making content and making people think and laugh. Like they're like, oh my gosh, she's asking what I want to ask. I hope somebody, you know, answers the questions. But we're not friends with them anymore. I'm an adult. I'll kick you to the curb if I don't feel your juju is mixing with mine.
Yeah.
And so ever since I stopped being friends with her, no more reporting.
Oh, yeah, that one psycho tried to. Yeah. We have psychos in comedy too, but what they'll do is call your agent and be like, if they share an agent with you, and they'll be like, you better dump so-and-so, otherwise I leave. There's famous
I hope that doesn't happen with me.
No,
I like Rachel.
That's silly. Oh, she's the best. I love Rachel. Rachel Williams. Shout out Rachel Williams, another big one. She was my manager when she was a baby manager, and she's fantastic. She's great, man. I love amazing. Rachel. She's a good
like, I don't
human.
think so, Pinky. This is what I think, but you can do what you want. But this is what I think, and then I'll go back and I'm like, husband, no, we're not doing that. Yeah. Rachel said no.
Well, I think there's and I would say this of my agent now, Andrew Russell. I don't have a manager right now because I have a, you know, I just keep it very small because I find a lot of people in the business just bullshit you, and they don't care about your career long term. They'll just care about making that buck right now. And it's like, dude, I want to work for a long time.
Same.
So Rachel's definitely one of those people that will keep you for a long time. Yeah. She's a long haul vision person versus the quick buck, which is disgusting. And
which is what I mean, when I started talking to managers, she's the one that reached out to my brand agent. She's like, hey, I heard Pinky's looking for managers. Can I interview with her? And I was like, okay, that's cool. Let's do it. And then also, she scheduled a half an hour meeting, and she stuck to half an hour.
That's
so nice. Like, you value my time as well. Thank you.
That's huge.
It didn't keep going over. Like, did I have other stuff to do? Probably not. I made it work. But they don't need to know that, you know? So.
What I love about Rachel is that we always used to meet at islands. Islands Restaurant. And she was just trashy enough to agree to meet me at Trashy Ass Island.
There you
so
go.
She was very down to earth. No show business there.
Yeah.
So good. Let's do some follow-up stuff. What is meat in car? I'm just curious.
Like actual meat? Like the meat suit?
Maybe.
Oh, no.
Oh, this. Have you seen this one? This is a TikTok.
Yeah, I've seen this one.
You have to cover this one, Pinky.
I was tempted to comment and be like, you got to burn the whole car, man. There's no getting rid of that salmonella. It's not salmonella. I know it's not. But.
No, but E. coli, right?
Same thing.
Yeah. So for those of you just listening, is it the same? Just listening, this is hilarious. So upon further inspection, so there's this little girl and she's gotten into the groceries and she's playing with the ground beef and it's just everywhere in the back seat. And now looking, I see this poor mom. Whoever these kids have thrashed that netting that goes behind the car, behind the driver's seat. Like if every mom's car looks like this. This is so not with the meat, but
I hope not with the meat.
the other shit.
How does she even get that? Like her arms are tiny.
I know.
I think the sibling next to her.
Helped.
I don't know. But I think the sibling next to this baby was
canceled.
Was like, hey, I think you're bored. How about you play with this meat sack?
Absolutely.
Here you go.
It's always sibling helping.
Yeah.
Oh,
because the
yeah.
other one's facing forward, and the facing forward ones are the trouble ones.
Yeah.
With the facing backward ones. I've learned that.
Oh, yeah.
I had to have a whole seat between them. Since they have tiny arms, they can't reach across.
Yeah, I just learned that lesson this summer. I was seating them next to each other in like a small car. And that's when they mess with each other. They would hit each other. And then I put them in like the two pilot chairs in an SUV and they can't mess with each other.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah.
You idiot. So do you have any mom wisdom for me? Because you've got essentially like a teenager and then a 10-year-old. I've got a 4 and a 6-year-old. And I'm so stoked because 4 is like they can brush their own teeth now.
Yeah.
You're putting on your own jams.
Yep.
You're taking deuces in the toilet, bro. Like my life.
Wiping is questionable, but at least it's happening in the toilet.
I check their work all the time.
I know.
And
It's like amazing. Like, you're 10. Why is this happening?
is it still at 10? They
Sometimes
can't wipe?
he's too busy. He's
Yeah.
like, I have to get back to watching other people play video games on the YouTubes.
That one's,
I'm like, oh my God.
that's the craziest
Don't
thing.
get me started on that Steppenwolf chick. Do not. This girl, I'm sorry, but she's on YouTube and
Yeah.
she wears like big ass glasses, right?
Okay.
Dark frame. Nothing wrong with her look, but all she does is she will bring up people's videos like TikToks, Reels, Shorts, whatever, and then she critiques them. But it's not even like witty critiques. I'm just like, she's just saying, oh no, why are they doing that? I'm like, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, because that's kind of your mom's house too. But we. But at least we're making fun of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be witty, not just like,
yeah.
oh no, why would they do that? Girl, even my 10-year-old came up with
Is
that.
she getting views?
She is. It's because these damn 10-year-olds that watch them.
So but she's with the YouTube crowd.
She's the
See,
YouTubes.
YouTube's a whole different ball
animal.
of jam.
Yeah.
Because YouTube is like for kids.
Yes.
So that's a whole other jam, homie. And then who the talk is for what? Like Gen Z,
I think so.
millennial,
Yeah.
and then old ass Gen Xers who love
Facebook.
Facebook, yeah. God, Facebook's so lame, man.
Yeah.
I'm so over it.
Hey, man.
That's so cool. I like the gram. How do you feel about Reels? You heading over there?
I've been there for a while.
Yeah.
I'm a lazy poster. I make one video and I post it everywhere.
Yeah.
Because
isn't that what you're
there's-
supposed to do?
I don't know, but I do it.
That's what I do.
I'm like, I don't care if you follow me on all 4 platforms. You're seeing the same shit, different day.
Wow.
Because I'm like,
That's what 5 million followers does on TikTok. She's like, I don't have to work as hard on Instagram.
no.
How high are you on Instagram? Let's talk about
Like
it.
860.
Dang.
I don't know. It's up there.
Damn.
Once we get to
girl.
the million there, we'll have a party. I don't
Yeah.
know. They like to have parties. My
'Cause
husband's family.
They don't, but they don't flag you on the gram.
Oh, they do. I made this one comment. This was last year, and it's still like, you have these 2 violations. I was like, Andriana, can we fix this, please? Like, because I have people now. I didn't know what it meant to say I have people. Now I can say that.
I know.
I was like, why do you
It
guys
feels
need so many people? Like,
stupid.
can you just take care of your own shit? Now I got
No.
people. I'm like, this is crazy.
Because they know the other people.
I know.
It's all an
so
inside
there's like
job.
a secret society.
Yeah. So wait, how do you get flagged on the gram?
It depends on like what you use. So I was watching, I think it was like either a meme, it was a post, and it was like, oh my God, I just saw a spider. And back in the day, you see that meme with the little girl who like lit up the house behind her
Yeah,
because it was a
so
spider.
rad. Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
it's done. Burn the house down.
Yeah.
And that comment got flagged. Burn the house down. I was like,
What?
I'm not
On Instagram?
on Instagram.
Because you're
Yeah.
advocating
burning houses down.
Oh,
I
that's
was
so
like, oh my God.
stupid. See, I don't even think people are flagging.
I think those are bots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a, they can't regulate the internet. It's too immense. It's too crazy. I'm always amazed when like a celebrity will pull down a photo and they'll like have it pulled down on every platform. Like, how did you do that?
Yeah.
That's some, how do they
intense.
do that, Annie?
What do you
Like,
mean?
let's say
They
there's
just delete it
but like,
in the
but
settings. Christina, come on.
no, no, but Annie, like, let's say,
The common sense.
let's see, there's like a naked picture of me out floating in the internet,
Yes.
and I don't want it out there anymore. And
Right.
how the fuck do they pull it down on every possible person's thing? Like,
Well, that's what you have a PR team for, right? They go in and they take it all down.
but how? But can it just pop up again and again and again and again?
It totally can.
I mean, like you said, it's the people that know other people, so they know the people that can take it down. You know what I'm saying? So she's right. It's for sure you'd have to have like a team take it down for you.
It's like Tom Cruise doesn't want this picture of him from what?
Like, remember that picture of Khloe Kardashian? It was like it was her au natural picture, and it was like it wasn't edited, and she went crazy and had it taken down. So if I was a fan of hers, I could have screenshot that.
That's what I
with my
mean.
phone, and then if
Yeah.
I was an asshole, I could have posted it back up. But meanwhile, it's like, girl, this is what we all look like. How are you ashamed of this? Canceled.
Well, I think it's so the whole, I know I think about them a lot. I think about Kylie Jenner a lot, and I saw this on TikTok. Like, it's some woman was like, Kylie Jenner wants us to believe that she didn't have plastic surgery, that
Yeah.
all you have to do is buy her lip gloss
Which
and
is
you will
false.
have lips like this. And I was like, God, that's so true, because I'm the dummy that unconsciously I'm like, oh, if I buy her lip gloss, I'll look like
that you're her target audience.
I'm the idiot, yeah.
And I'm the other side. I'm like, cancel her. She is not cool for the body image. No.
yeah. But I'm like, but I know consciously, I know that she's had work done.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you forget when you see her, and you want to buy into the advertising.
You want
of
to believe
it.
the lie.
Yeah.
That's good advertising.
Yeah. Show me the lie.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like fat models.
No.
I don't want to be represented. I want show me the fantasy, fuck face. I don't
Yeah.
want fatsos. Now,
I mean-
do you come across that a lot too? Like having to adhere to the. I mean, I don't know what your take on society really is, but I'd imagine you can't be very opinionated
Oh, I'm very opinionated.
on TikTok.
Not on TikTok. Like, I do a really good job of controlling that. Like, until I actually speak to one of the Kardashians and have an intelligent conversation with them, I don't want to give them headspace, because what they
Yeah.
represent on social media, what I've seen of them, is not what I would want my daughter
Oh,
to
no.
role model from what I've seen. Right? Again, if I talk to them and they're great people, I have the right to change my mind.
Yeah,
Right?
of course.
But I don't say controversial things, because I'm like, you're not here for that. You're here
Yeah.
just to get a free laugh because you had a hard day. And so I kind of know my place.
Yeah.
And sometimes if it really bothers me, like if somebody leaves a racist comment or something, I might make a video. And I've had people in the comment, some again, douche canoe will be like, stick to what you know best, which is comedy. I'm like, nah, I'm allowed to say my body, my choice. I'm sorry about that.
But like, shouldn't they get flagged for making racist comments? Like,
Oh yeah, I report them and then I block them. I report them for hate speech and then I block them.
yeah, yeah.
That's how I deal with it.
And yet I'm getting flagged for potato chips falling
Potato
out of my
chips.
mouth in a hostile manner.
Yeah.
I didn't even say anything to that broad.
It was just the resting, the RBF.
Yeah, it's so funny. I'm so torn with the Kardashians because on the one hand, I love looking at them. They're so pretty. And
I'm okay with a picture, but if I don't read anything about them or I don't listen to them, like I tried watching their show
agree.
and I
know.
was like,
I can't.
These are not real people problems. Okay.
I
The fact that
can't.
you are like able to go to the gym, you're able to come
All day.
home and eat a meal that somebody else cooked. Yeah,
All
I would
day.
fucking look like you too if I
All
had
day.
your money. Like,
well, do you know what I think about all the time, which is like so dumb too with them, is that if you've ever, because if you've ever had your hair and makeup done to film something, it takes hours.
It does. I don't
Literally, like when I filmed my special in New York, it takes 4 hours.
what? Why?
And that's what I know. And I was like, should I shoot? Anyway, the point is that it takes 4 hours. And to me, that is such an infinite waste of my life.
Yep.
And I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy being glammed up. It's not my thing. But can you imagine these women take so many photographs? Every day I imagine they're doing a photo shoot because they're made up to the nines every time they step out of their house.
But even TMZ
It's
catches
crazy.
them looking with their make. Like they do this makeup. She wakes up at 4 a.m.
I know.
Sometimes 3:30 just so she could get day ready. I'm like, girl,
It's crazy.
I get up and I put makeup on for you, Christina.
I know, you look beautiful,
This is my
too.
stage look
I know,
right
I've
now.
seen you. This is big.
This is not like I don't come out looking like this.
No, your bun looks really neat. Sometimes it's not that neat.
No,
I know.
because I didn't comb it. Because I wake up and I just do get on with my day. Like sometimes I don't comb my hair for 4 days.
I know.
Because I'm like, it's up. It's not coming down. All right.
But can I tell I know. It's not
I'm the
coming-
laziest, which is why I'm just like, but when I started, and I never thought like I would get people recognizing me in the wild is what we call it.
Yes.
Like I never imagined any of that, right? And if it happened in my hometown, I was Walmart famous. That's great. I'm Walmart famous, you know.
Yeah.
But now that it's like, again, like going at weird like hotels or just out and about, and people are like, oh my god, I'm like, hi, how's it going? Like I just own it now.
Yeah.
But I never, and I think the only reason people recognize me is because I don't change what I'm like on social media. I look the
you
same.
look the same. Yeah, that's true.
Versus like a lot of people use filters, and
Yeah.
you can't. Like again, some of the people I met last year in Naples, I was like,
Who
girl,
are
that
you?
just I can't tell you. I'll tell you after. I was like,
Oh no, I mean like who are you as in like
Yeah,
like are you the person
I couldn't look at one of them. I was like, this does not look like what your social media is. I cannot look at you right now. Like it was hard for
I
me.
know. You know what's funny is like I've met when I was doing television back before the internet, you know, and like you meet people though, people that are like, oh, these models are just airbrushed. They're all air. It's like, no,
They have to start somewhere.
They're hot.
Yeah.
Actually, these
They
skinny
eat like an apple every other day.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I can't do that.
But they're also genetically a lot prettier than us. So it is real. Don't give me this whole airbrush. But then you're right. When the average human is like an Instagram model, you're like, no, that's airbrushing. Well,
lot
but
of
I was going to
filters.
say about Kim Kardashian is that she has a law degree. No,
I think so.
I think she fucking. Can you look up if she? I don't know if she passed the California bar, but
that's
she,
dangerous.
I know. She has a law degree. I mean, her father was a famous
But
lawyer.
like, does she need that?
Passes,
I mean,
no, but it doesn't matter. But this is what I'm saying.
baby bar
Without attending a traditional state accredited law school. So here's the deal with California is that you don't have to actually go to law school. You just have to pass the bar in order to be considered a lawyer. So that's just so if she
Oh my
passes the
God.
bar.
That's like teachers in Florida right now. You don't have to have your master's in education. You could just be not a criminal, and now you can be a teacher.
Oh gosh, that's terrifying. Okay, hold on. But the baby bar, I don't know what the baby bar is.
At Red Lobster? This does not sound good.
But I've never heard of a thing
What?
called the baby bar. I passed the baby bar. Can you Google baby bar? Because
After
I've never heard that. As somebody that spent 2 whole weeks in law school, I'm kind of it's a one-day
you know what you're
test
talking
given
about.
remotely in June. The first year law student's exam is scheduled. The next, it's the 1L. Okay, so she's saying that basically she qualifies for being a first-year law student. That's what that is. So instead of going to a traditional law school, which I imagine she can't because she's very, very famous, she passed so she's considered a first-year law student. That's
Can you
good.
imagine
That's
being
hard.
her tutor that has to go to her house to teach her all this
All the
stuff?
security
Yeah.
and the
Oh,
cameras
God.
and the Pete Davidson walking around naked with
No,
his
they
dick
broke up.
swinging. What?
Yeah. Girl, you need to get with it.
What?
They broke up like 2 days ago. It was a great celebration because Pete Davidson could do so much
But
better.
I was looking at a tabloid that they were going to get married and
No. She couldn't stay married to Kanye West. You think
I
she got married
know.
to Pete Davidson?
I know.
Freaking looks like Ken with the color me in Ken.
He's so cute
He
though.
is.
He's
He is.
really attractive. I'm really attracted to him in a weird way.
We figured it out.
Yeah,
Me and
what is
It's
it?
because he looks like somebody you could totally get with.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
He's
'cause-
not too hot.
Yeah, he's not like too hot, but he's not also too trash. He's like right in the middle there.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, I could totally get together with him.
That's
and then he's
so
with Kim and
true.
you're like, never mind.
Never
I
again.
can't.
Yeah. You're
Because
right.
he goes after Kim Kardashian
Wait.
and the Ariana Grandes of the world. I'm
I
like,
know.
God damn it.
I know. And because he's from Staten Island,
Yeah.
he's got that like Staten Island down to earthness, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, he doesn't think he's hot shit.
No.
I like that.
He goes home to his mom's basement. You know,
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, he's also bipolar too. So that's a handful. Yeah.
It helps that he's got mental illnesses
Yeah,
as well. So it makes him more relatable to us. That's why women love him. I had this whole discussion. It was like 125 missed messages because I was doing something for an hour. We just went ham, and I was like, that's what it is. It's because he's relatable.
Yeah, there is something good about knowing people's flaws and knowing that they're not. And I think that's one of the blessings of social media too. Is like when someone like you comes along, which is why I was so, I think, drawn to you initially, immediately, was like, oh, this woman's just in her basement.
Yeah.
She's a hassled, tired mom. Yes. And she's annoyed.
I make sure I look like that all the time, too.
I love that. I just love you. I love you so much.
Thank you.
I know you extended your trip here. You were doing shows in Austin just to do the show, and I really appreciate that.
I love
also, do you want to plug where you will be and where people can see you live and what to expect?
This weekend, I'm going to be in Ohio, so we're going to do...
So this comes out after.
Oh, yeah. Just kidding. Not Ohio.
We already did. Ohio was so cool. Remember?
Ohio was amazing. No, but coming up, I will be in Chicago Labor Day weekend.
Ooh.
So first,
which venue are you doing?
Chicago Improv.
I love
Stephanie.
It. What up? Hey, don't forget to order the chicken.
Yeah, always the chicken.
It's the best.
Yes. I have to go back every year just because she gave me my start. So I'm like, I have to do something there. And then if you go to pinky-patel.com, you'll see my whole schedule. It's very hard for me to remember. It's chaos.
Let's look at it. Let's look what you're doing. I want to see what she's
we're
up
out
to.
and about everywhere.
Are you hitting it hard? Are you doing
We are going ham.
Fuck.
So hard.
Let me see how you're doing this. Who's booking you? This is Rachel. Let me see. Look how cute your website is. I love it. Nadav is not very good at this. Go to tour dates, Nadav.
Or buy tickets. There's a big ass pink button there.
God damn it. Such an R word. Okay. So, yep. Okay, good. You're doing the good venues. This is good.
Yeah.
Man, you're going to be a warrior after these shows.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be...
San Antonio.
Punchline's dope. Wise Guys is a jam in Utah. You're going to love that room. That's such a good... The Mormons are the best laughers. Oh, this is great. You guys have to go see Pinky. She's very relatable. Do you do meet and greets at these venues too?
I do.
Oh!
Yes. We have meet and greet tickets partnered with the VIP. So.
And where do we go? Oh, sorry.
Wherever these links are. Pinky-patel.com.
Okay, guys, you heard it. Thank you so much for being here. I adore you.
Thank you for having me. It was great.
Oh my God, you did so well.
I want to come back.
You should come back. Next time you're in Austin, please do.
For sure.
Thank you for my crown.
Yes. You'll have to wear it a lot.
I'm going to wear it a lot.
Like when you're cleaning the house. Do you do that? Do rich people do that, Nadav? Do rich people clean their own house?
I almost passed out. Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry. I had to.
Oh, God.
I thought you could handle it.
This one's hilarious, guys. Cleaning my own house.
When you pulled up,
I
was like, is she driving herself? What is happening?
Unfortunately, God.
I know.
I actually like driving myself. Well, I don't like getting driven. I hate it.
What I notice about people in the South, Florida and here, you guys do not care about the bottom of your bumpers.
Oh.
You guys just go up to the curb and then you'll slowly back up. I'm like, guys, you made it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let's take it easy.
I don't give a shit. It's just stuff.
It's just stuff.
I'll just buy another
That's
one.
a rich person answer right there. It's just
buy another Ferrari.
I'm not there yet.
Shit? Husband's touring. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. And until next time, stay cool, moms. Bye. Hi, Mommy. Thank you for watching that episode. Did you like what you see? I hope you did. So why don't you subscribe? Just click the subscribe button and, hit the notification bell so you can get notified. And also, why don't you watch another video? Watch one of these. You know what I'm saying? Like right here, down there, whatever. There's so much stuff, bro. I make these all the time for you to watch. That's why I'm here. I love you.